Yo, it's Sway.
Sway.
Sway. Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
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 Only on Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Yeah. Bitches.
You helped the nation understand that, you helped transcend the regional boundaries. I think that we were speaking on that separated the rap game, that divided the rap game early on. And musically, you guys helped the nation understand that there's levels, there's different dimensions of a rapper who comes from the South. Now, early on, rappers that came from the South got a lot of criticism from people who didn't understand the South. But when you came along as, you were a very lyrically skilled MC that I think opened the eyes to a lot of ignorance out there, if you will. And I don't mean it in a negative way. Ignorance meaning that people just didn't know that MC motherfuckers was spitting like that down south,
right?
And as a, someone like Andre 3000, someone like, Lil Wayne, now you kind of open that door where people they're not surprised by it, But how did your region react to you lyrically back then?
They loved it. I mean, you got to understand, if you were a fan of rap when I first started, in 87, 88, all the main people were lyrical people.
Yeah.
Rakim, KRS-One, Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane. These people were lyrical. These are the kind of names that I wanted my name to be said next to.
Yeah.
This was my thought process into becoming an MC. I didn't just want to be a mediocre MC that made big money. I could live with being a big MC that made mediocre money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I wanted my name to ring with certain people. So not only was I a fan of rap music and hip-hop and lyricism, I was a student.
Yeah.
So I studied and watched people who were considered great rappers. I watched the way they address putting rhymes together, the word usage, the pop culture references, different things like that. And I even people like I tell you, a person I really watched was Be Real. A lot of people don't really give him a lot of credit, but Be Real has always been a very strong and consistent lyricist. In the early '90s, on the first first three Cypress Hill albums, he was probably one of the best doing it.
Yeah.
People like Threat, the Sick in the Head album. Wow. That was probably one of the best constructed albums, structured albums in hip hop. Those are the kind of things that I listened to, and I wanted to be a great MC. I was also lucky enough to have one of the best producers in the game as my little brother making beats for me at will. All I ever had to do was come to the studio and rap.
Yeah.
I didn't have to mix the records. I didn't have to go in for mastering. None of that silly shit. Well, I ain't going to say silly shit because it's important to a record.
Yeah.
But
tedious.
Pimp did all of that. So I figured if all I got to do is come here and rap, I better do the best at that shit as possible. So I concentrated on that shit. And people ask, why do I do songs with different people? I always want to put myself next to the best motherfuckers in the game. I'm not trying to shy away from that. I want to constantly feel like I'm in a position to tear any nigga up on the microphone. New, old, hot, young. I don't give a fuck. I love and respect all these young cats and old cats or whoever's in the game, ladies as well, getting it. But don't ever get it twisted. The OG can shut any nigga down.
Trying to shut them down.
Yeah, always.
Track. Who do you think are the best? Well, and not saying that whoever you don't know aren't, whoever you don't say aren't good, but in your opinion right now, who are those best? If you had to name 5.
Dizzy Rascal in the UK, I think is probably one of the most underestimated MCs, period, on the planet. His technical skills are, dare I say, almost unmatched by any other MC.
Yeah. I like Dizzy Rascal too.
Yellow Wolf, I think is an incredible MC. I think his, as we MCs say, breath control.
Yeah.
His ability to put together as many words as possible before he has to take in another breath is something that not a lot of people can do. And he's learned how to construct songs based off of that breath control, which I think is extremely impressive. Number 3, I probably have to say Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Having Dr. Dre as an overseer definitely helps, but he's very I like to say tenacious. He's very raw and very he's hype all the time. Like he's very excited to be rapping at any given moment.
Yeah, you sense that, right?
Yeah. Number 4, probably Royce 5'9".
Wow.
I think probably the most underrated lyricist in the game right now. I think his catalog, when you go back and look at it verse for verse, is going to be very hard for any MC to really stand up against. And number 5 is me.
You, Bun B, ladies and gentlemen. Bun B.
I just had to go there.
Yeah, Bun B. Number 5. That's what's up.
Like my brother would say, hold your nuts, young nigga. Hold your nuts.
Hold your nuts. Pimp C, man, let me ask you real quick. How much you miss Pimp? How much do you miss Pimp?
It's really impossible to put into words.
Yeah.
And people always think it's, if I hear songs and shit like that. But it's not the songs, man. It be when I'm sitting around playing with my granddaughter and I know he can't be with his kids. And, I see his son, nowadays, who, if you've ever met Chad Jr., have you ever heard the term spitting image?
Yeah.
He literally spit that kid out.
Yeah.
And every time I see him, I see so much of his father as he grows into a man and he says certain things and he does certain things. I see the mannerisms of his father coming out, man. It's really incredible. Even with his daughter, too. His daughter has a lot of his temperament. You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard to watch these kids and not feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Knowing how, in my eyes, how much he would want to be there with them.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Bun B is hanging out. I want to open up the phone lines real quick. If you want to talk with Bun B, it's 888-742-3345. We got Josh in Louisiana. Go ahead, Josh.
Bun B. Let me tell you. Rest in peace, Tennessee. Let me tell you, I'm 36 years old. I grew up in you, son. I grew up on the Chitlin circuit. Let me tell you, I have kids. And the first thing they're going to hear when they get old enough, because my son is only 4 right now, he will listen to UGK without a doubt. A lot of cats out here don't know that you definitely was one of the steps of some of these young cats like Lil Wayne to start to learn how to rap. You did it, son. That's what I'm talking about. One love. Love it.
Thanks, Josh, man.
That's what's up. Robbie in Austin. Go ahead, Robbie. What you want to say to Bun B?
One question I just want to know, man, we waiting. When is the next album? I know Sway said that about a month ago when he talked to you over the phone.
Yeah.
And we want to know when that next album coming out, man.
Well, anybody that's followed like my career and UGK's career knows that we're not the kind of group that put out an album every year. You know what I'm saying? It's not that we can't, but we've always felt that timing is key, and that everything goes and rises to peaks and valleys. And there's a time when what we do and what I do is wanted, and then there's a time when it's needed.
Yeah.
See, right now, everybody's been wanting it, and I understand that, but we're getting to the point now where we need it.
Got it. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not above, letting everybody else do their thing and eat, and like I say, this rap and this hip hop, it moves in cycles, and right now, we do a lot of party records until we get tired of partying. Yeah. And then we do real records. And then we do real records until we get tired of talking like that, and we go party. Yeah. So right now we're transitioning from the party phase to the real phase. Everybody had a great time in 2012. They thought Mayans was going to kill us, or we were supposed to die by the Mayan calendar. We didn't, so we turned up for New Year's. It's been all gold, everything. We just been partying. And it's a good thing because I'm partying, too. I got my gold jewelry. I'm pulling it out, too.
I see that, man.
But, after it's income tax season, so everybody balling. They getting them little checks right now, so they turning up. And then we're going to wake up one day in March and be like, hold up, man. It's time to get right. That's where the OG come in.
That's when the OG come in. That's a lot of blueprint game right there, man. Damn. All right.
Can I say something about Heather B?
Yes.
I'm dead serious. Go for it. I've always been a big fan, Heather, and I always felt like you were realer than most dudes in hip-hop.
Wow, thank you.
I've always felt like that. I'm talking about real with the mic and real with the hands. I don't think most MCs, male or female, could have touched you in any way.
I had a lot of fights. I know. I'm sorry, Bumpy, but
it ain't that though. But you were very real and serious about what you stood for, and that's what we call passion, and that's what hip hop lacks nowadays. Don't nobody care about nothing. Yeah. My brother used to be wild. He used to be off the chain, but that's because he cared. He had a lot of passion. And he believed strongly in what he was doing and what he, and he was willing to fight and go down for what he believed in. And don't nobody believe in nothing. Nobody believes in themselves. Nobody believes in movements. Nobody believes in life and opportunity and hope. But you were one of those people that always showed that passion and wasn't afraid to be themselves. And I always wanted to just tell you that.
Thank you so much. And I feel the same about you. Been a fan of your work for years, so I respect that. And I just want to also shout out your charity work. I'm always looking for you. You did the work with the food bank the last time we spoke to you. Right. I help out with the food bank as well, so I'm glad that you're a part of that.
Man, thank you.
All right, man. Yo, Bun B, I want to thank you for coming through.
Come on,
this
man.
is my brother,
Anytime.
man. Yeah,
Anytime.
man. Yeah, man. Hey, this is my brother, man, for real. All right, you know, we pick up where we left off. We don't even have to talk for a year, but when we pick it up, it's where we left off.
Right.
Real quick, we're going to play Get Throwed, but hold up. I got Zero coming up.
Yeah.
Who's a legend, a folk legend almost. And I got Slim Thug coming up. Real quick, the two of these guys, man. Real quick, Zero. What does Zero mean to hip hop in Texas?
Heart.
Yeah.
Everything that Ro does is from the heart.
Yeah.
He's not, you know, I'm not to say that he's not thinking about what he's doing, but whatever he gonna say, he gonna say, and that's really how he feel. And again, it's one of these people that, you know, can't lie. That's what I like about Ro. I feel like Ro can't lie, even if he wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he understands what he means to the streets.
Yeah.
So because of that, he does what he does the way he does it.
Okay.
And is very, very respected in these southern streets.
Absolutely. Slim Thug.
Slim Thug, man, is the living embodiment of hip hop. Slim Thug is what when people think about what a rapper look like, what they drive and what they do, how they live, that's Slim Thug's life.
That is, man. Slim Thug. And, man, look, Slim Thug, you know, he paid for, when I came out here, Slim Thug paid for my drinks or something, and people looked at me like I was benevolent.
Wait.
How'd you get him to do that?
I was just finna say, Slim paid for something? Let me tell you something. That's one of the slickest talking cats in the South. I got to give it to you.
Yeah, hey, man, I'm from Oakland, man. It just slipped. Nah, but that's just a natural. Next time it's on me. You know what I mean? Because, damn, okay. All right.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.